you so much for the opportunity to be here with you, Gwenievere. And this morning when I was thinking of this encounter and what were the questions I would ask you, I had this little hummingbird flying by once. And I saw from the window. And I said, oh, joy.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then the hummingbird went back and flew again. And I'm like, oh yes, joy. Joy. And in the spirit of joy and having a sacred life, and having a sacred life that includes joy, do you have anything to say about that?
This is it right now, is the joy. And that's why I wanted to work with you and be with you, because there is this energy here that I love, because it does represent joy. It represents the real thing. And that's what heals us. You know, people have all these ideas of what heals, but what heals is this energy of happiness and joy. Not ecstatic happiness, but deep, deep happiness, deep joy within ourselves that we can share with each other.
You mean contentment
Yes.
or joy?
Yes.
What do you mean? Contentment or joy?
Just a deeper sense of truth. And to me, people long for connection. They feel lonely, they feel empty, they want connection. And to me, the true connection is when I'm in my truth, and that's when I find my joy. And so it's not this happy, it's a sense of I am here, I belong, I'm real. All that I am is with me now. And that's the connection. And I find that many people weren't given that opportunity to really be in an environment where there's truth, where people are really speaking the truth and listening for the truth. So they grow up and they long for that, but they have lost it within themselves. They're not really sure what the truth is inside of them. And so they're looking for it outside instead of, what is the truth? And the truth will lead me to a deeper resonance of joy. So when I use the word joy, it's like, am I supposed to be happy? No, it's being real. Being real will bring me a contentment, return to who I am in truth.
But if someone does not feel joy in their lives or do not know the way towards it, what do you think it's missing?
So much. It can be, it's hard to say. Someone that doesn't have joy in their life. It's on so many different levels. It could be that they never had it. It could be that they felt they had it and lost it because it was something outside themselves. It could be that they don't know what it is even when it comes to them. And that's often the problem. Because if someone hasn't had a cellular, a real visceral energy around what it feels like to be safe and to be held and to be loved and to feel joy, they won't really recognize it when it comes. They'll long for it, and so it will come and they'll long for this joy and they'll feel it and they'll be so excited that it's there, but then they start to go into fear that it's going to go away. And so they start holding on to the outside that brought them the joy, because they don't know what it is inside. And it's not their fault, I'm not saying it's that often as children, we don't have someone that really holds the space for us to feel who we are. No one is really there loving us unconditionally.
And how do you work with someone who needs that kind of support?
Most people, I find, when they come with that and they're looking for it outside and they're wanting it so desperately, my first question is, do you have anyone in your life that you felt connected to? that you felt really loved you, that you felt safe with, that you felt that when you were sitting next to them, you felt your whole body relax. You felt that everything in that moment was okay. Do you have anyone in your life that when they saw you, they lit up, they were happy to see you? And almost everybody will have at least one person in their life. It's interesting that most people don't say their mother or father, because usually our mother or father are usually busy and, they love us, but they have other things to do. So they will usually say, oh, my grandmother or my grandfather. And usually it's somebody in the family, or it could be a friend or an aunt or something. But they'll say, oh yeah, I remember sitting next to my grandmother, and I can remember how it felt just to be near her. I felt my whole body begin to relax. I felt that I wasn't loved for what I was doing. I was loved for me. And all of a sudden they start talking about, and they start remembering, and that's where that's a go-to place we can go, okay, begin remembering what that felt like in your body. And most people who've had it once, you can start to remember it and go, oh yeah, I remember that. I could breathe deeper. I could feel my body would relax more. And so they would go into the story. Now the people that have never had that, there are people that have never had any real, tangible, cellular memory of love. Now they may know it through spirit. They may know love through their soul, but they may not have any memory of someone really holding them. So those are the people that feel very, very low. And so anyone that's listening to this, if you feel that you can't find that connection, I've always said, have you found the connection when you're in nature? And they'll usually say yes. The people that didn't have the actual person loving them, they found it through animals. They found it through nature. And so that's how I work with people. You go back to the original memory of what it felt like to be loved. And then you begin to blend. And then the body starts to remember. Then the soul starts opening to that even